Well, I think video has a lot going for it because it is a visual medium. It has the ability to tell great stories and communicate effectively, and it also can transcend boundaries in terms of language because we can understand visual images regardless of what our native language is. So I think that's a very powerful tool, and I think one of the other things that has made video become so popular is that the cost of the tools of production have come way down. Anybody can walk into a consumer electronics store and pick up a decent video camera and start making videos. That doesn't mean they're good, it just means that they have the tools to make the videos, which means we have this proliferation of people uploading stuff to YouTube and all the different of people uploading stuff to YouTube and all the different video websites. I think the biggest mistake is not identifying your market and your platform. If you don't know who your audience is, you're not going to be able to appropriately target your content, and you're not going to have a focused message, and your video ends up being way longer than it needs to be. Internet videos need to capitalize on the fact that people's attention span is extremely short. You've got roughly 30 seconds and then everybody tunes out. So I think if you don't have a well-focused message that's directed at your audience, you may get a hit, but you're not going to have people stay on that site and listen to your message. Well, I think that production value is extremely important. We've all seen the late night TV commercials that are produced by the business owners and shot on home cameras, and the immediate message that it sends is that there's very little quality involved. And it costs money to produce videos at a high level, but it's also worth that expense because you have a much better product and you have a much better image. I think it all ties back into what your business's branding is all about. You know, every business has its brand. Every business has to make sure that the brand is consistent and make sure that everything you do falls in line and dovetails with your overall branding strategy. I think that still pictures and print media are still very powerful, and I think they're very valuable, but I also think that video, for some of the reasons I mentioned earlier, is an extremely powerful tool because we have the ability to communicate independent from the native language. There are a lot of great video concepts that work without any kind of scripting or any kind of dialogue. So anytime you have the ability to communicate visually, I think it's a very powerful medium.